Your grandparents bought a house on a single factory income. Your parents managed it with two incomes. You've got a degree, two jobs, and you can barely afford rent, let alone a house. And what do they tell you? It's the avocado toast. It's the lattes. That's complete garbage. The system is rigged against you, and I can tell you the exact day it all went wrong. I am so tired of hearing that young people just aren't working hard enough. Let's look at the numbers. In 1970, minimum wage was $1.60. The average house cost about $23,000. That's 14,000 hours of work to buy a house. Today, minimum wage is $7.25. The average house is over $400,000. That's 55,000 hours of work. You'd have to work 26 years straight without spending a single dollar on food or rent just to afford a house. But sure, blame the avocado toast. So what happened? It wasn't always this broken. There was a time, just 50 years ago, when a normal person with a normal job could actually afford a home. But it all changed in one specific year, with one single decision. August 15th, 1971. That's the day President Nixon took the United States off the gold standard. And that one move destroyed housing affordability for every generation that followed. Now, you're probably thinking, what does gold have to do with house prices? Everything. Before 1971, the U.S. dollar was backed by physical gold. The government couldn't just print unlimited money. This kept inflation in check and prices stable. But Nixon needed to fund the Vietnam War without raising taxes, and the gold was running out. So he severed the link, just like that. The money printer went into overdrive. Since 1971, the money supply has exploded by over 3,000%. The dollar has lost over 95% of its value. Everything got more expensive, but especially assets, stocks, and of course real estate. The rich, who owned these assets, got richer. Everyone else got left behind. In 1971, a house cost about 2.5 times the median household income. Today, it's over 5 times. In major cities, it's 10, 15, even 20 times your annual income. This isn't normal. This is broken. And it gets worse. If it were just inflation, your wages would have kept up. But they haven't. Real wages, adjusted for inflation, have barely budged since the 70s. For most people, they've actually gone down. Meanwhile, we're more productive than ever, and corporate profits are at all-time highs. So where is all that money going? It's going to the top. In 1970, a CEO made 30 times their average worker. Now it's 350 times. That massive wealth gap is fueling the fire, and here's where it gets really sinister. That wealth is being used to buy up houses. Right now, Wall Street firms like Blackrock and Invitation Homes are buying entire neighborhoods. They pay cash, way above asking price, boxing out regular families. Why? Because they've figured out they can make more money by turning housing into a subscription service. You'll own nothing, and you'll rent from them forever. In 2022 alone, investors bought over 60,000 single-family homes. That's 60,000 families that are now permanent renters. But wait, there's more. Let's talk about zoning laws. You know why there's a housing shortage? It's not because we can't build houses. It's because in most major cities, it's illegal to build anything other than single-family homes on 75% of the land. No apartments, no duplexes. Why? Because existing homeowners don't want more supply. More supply would lower prices and hurt their investment. Housing should be a place to live, not a get-rich-quick scheme that profits from your suffering. The government helps them do it. The mortgage interest deduction is a huge tax break for homeowners. If you rent, you get nothing. You are literally subsidizing homeowners through the tax code while being priced out of the market yourself. The system is designed to keep you renting and transfer your wealth upwards. And don't expect politicians to fix it. Most of them own multiple properties and benefit directly from this broken system. Remember the pandemic? The Fed printed more money in 2 years than in the previous century. They said it was to save the economy. What really happened? All that money flooded into assets. The stock market soared, and in just 2 years, house prices jumped 40%. Did your salary go up 40%? Of course not. That's an entire generation priced out of homeownership in 24 months, and they call this natural market forces. It's not. It's a series of deliberate policy choices. Now, with mortgage rates over 7%, buying that $400,000 house requires an $80,000 down payment and a monthly payment of over $2,600. That's more than 40% of the median income. The American dream isn't dead because you're lazy. It's dead because they killed it. They sold it piece by piece to the highest bidder, and now they're renting it back to you at prices you can't afford. This didn't happen by accident. Every step, from abandoning the gold standard to restrictive zoning, was a choice made by people in power to protect assets over people. So yes, you should be angry. Your anger is justified. They took your future and sold it. Thanks for watching. If you want to understand more about the systems that shape our world, make sure to subscribe.